Another Tuesday, another result. So how did we do today then? Well, I done 6 tickets last week, ready for this week, all for that fancy Mercedes 4x4 camper van, the monster one, plus 40 grand. Looks like I've got 2 in zone 2 and 4 in zone 3. So what do I think of this? Well, I'm surprised they've gone that far left, if I'm honest, because when I looked at Cam's channel and what other people had done, most of their viewers had gone sort of further to the right. They were scattered over here, somewhere up here, somewhere, but the majority seemed to be around here. I know the average was around here somewhere. I couldn't see it myself. I thought it was further left, so I went further left, and I wasn't quite sure how high they would go. The first ones I put in were the bottom ones, and I thought he's looking along that line somewhere. Turns out I was spot on, because that was only 1 pixel out. But then I thought, do you know what? The judges got a habit of going too high, so I thought I'll chuck in a couple of others staggered as they go further up, following his eye line, so on a diagonal line like that. But it turns out they've gone quite a fair bit to the left than where I would have gone. I can't see that myself. Let's have a look at what the judges did then. So here's the judges' video. Quite a spread there. Not much of a spread. If you look at the guy on the right hand side, his eye line, there's not much of a spread there. And if you took that top one out, which does seem to be a fair bit from the average, if you took that top one out, that spread would have been really, really narrow. Could have nailed it with that. Although he would have dropped it slightly, of course. It's quite a wide spread from this guy in blue and white. I can't see how anybody could think it's all the way over there to the left. The rest of them sort of look okay. And I think if you took that left one out, it would have put it a fair bit closer to where I was. I might have had more of them in zone 2. I don't think I still wouldn't have probably won. Oh no, I might have had one in zone 1, who knows. But not too bad a cluster, but I think you won't gain anything. If you took this top right one out here, that would be sort of balanced with the far left one out there. So if you took them both out, it wouldn't alter this that much. But I think as a view from the player on the right, it's quite a narrow band there, so that's sort of acceptable. But I think this is much too wide a band. Oh, have a look at the 2 centre ones though. Now it's very rare that any of the judges go anywhere near the actual average where the winning cross is. But there's 2 of them now, right near the centre cross there. So let's have a look. What did they decide in the end? Yeah, that was the final result. They left all 8 judges in this week. I'm not entirely sure I agree, but then I don't think it would have made that much difference if you'd taken the outliers out. I really don't. I think it would have been roughly in the same area anyway. Although, of course, it would have been a different winner. But, yeah, it's not that far out, is it? Right, what have I done? What have I done for this week then? So this week I'm not really interested in a car and a watch. I'm not a big watch fan. I noticed the one yesterday, Monday, there was a Mini Cooper S with 32 grand and a fancy watch worth 40 grand. Who's driving a 32 grand car with a 40 grand watch on? That's bonkers, isn't it? That's like going into Lidl's shopping with your Gucci handbag. That makes no sense at all. But there we are. Some people like these expensive watches. So I've gone this week for, now I've got a free ticket for the first time for a while. Obviously I've gone for the camper. And I've gone for the dearest tickets on there, which is the Lamborghini Urus S. So I've got 3 of those. I'll probably do 4 tickets because it doesn't look that difficult to me this week. He's looking quite steep. Normally I'd like to draw a line from his forehead or the top of his nose in a straight line, but look at his eyes. I mean, he's looking, you can see underneath his eyes, he's looking quite steep, and the judges usually go even steeper. So I've gone by the guy here on the left. Actually, they got the same outfits on as they did in the other one, so I think they must be the same match. I think he's looking up in that sort of direction. And this fella's looking quite steep. So at the moment I've put 3 crosses there. I haven't put the 4th one in there yet until I decide what I'm going to do. I'll watch a couple of other people's videos first and just get the general gist of where I think it's going to go. But yeah, I'm going to do 4 tickets this week, and 3 of them are the dearest tickets that they do, because this Lambo is £152,000 cash alternative. So with the 50 grand as well, 202 grand. So nice little payout, that, isn't it? Yeah, that's all I got this week, guys. Nice short one. Good luck, everyone, for next week. Bye now.